Hey beauties, voiceover Lucy here. Welcome back to another YouTube tutorial. I'm going to quickly show you guys how to get a cut crease done with minimal effort. So I've showed you the product that I use. So what I'm basically doing right here is prepping my eyelid with concealer and just basically buffing that out, distributing it along my eyelid. Then I'm doing the same thing to the next eye. So you want to make sure you prep your eyelid so that by the time you get to put your eyeshadow, you are starting with the clean canvas. Up next, we are going to set that concealer with translucent loose powder. If you don't have that, you can use any sort of powder, setting powder, which is just basically going to set that concealer so that it does not move around. Up next, we are going to go in with our eyeshadow. You are more than welcome to choose whatever colors that's going to best fit your look. We're not going for anything complicated. We just want something that's going to look cute. So I went in with the two colors that I showed you, mixed those two colors, and it turned out to be that color that you are seeing on my eyelid. So I'm just evenly distributing the eyeshadow on my eyelid, and yeah. So that's how the eyeshadow looks. Up next, we are going to take the very same concealer and just place it in the middle of our lower eyelid. Just place it right there. Wait a little bit and just look straight up. It's going to create that line, and that line is going to be your guide on where your cut crease should narrow or should curve. So we're just going to take more concealer and just join, kind of create a line and join that line that was created on top, and just fill in the space at the bottom. I would advise you to use a brush which is much more precise. As you can see, I don't know what was I thinking. I used a brush that was not doing the job, but not a problem. One thing about makeup, you just have to trust the process, and we'll get to fix that along the line. So just fill in the eyeshadow at the bottom. As I mentioned, the line that you created is going to be your guide. We're going to do the same thing on the next eye. Look up, look down again, and voila, you've got your line. And then you are basically just gonna create another line, create another seamless line, and join it to that line, and that's going to be your guide on how far your cut crease should go. So we are done with creating our cut crease. I'm going to take I've taken a clean brush, and I'm just going to kind of clean out any sort of excess concealer, just to make it look a lot more neater. You can do this using a clean brush, but yeah, as I mentioned from the get-go, just to save yourself time, just make sure that you're using the correct brush. And that's that. Next up, we are going to place a shimmer eyeshadow on top of the concealer, on top of the cut crease which we've created. Doing it with your finger, what this basically does is that it makes the pigmentation of the actual eyeshadow much more visible when you put it on your eye as opposed to a brush. So that's what I'm doing right there, because the shimmer color was a bit light. So I thought to myself, using my finger will help me to get the precision and the pigmentation. So that's basically what I'm doing right there. And then we're gonna go in and further clean up our eyeshadow and also the concealer at the end, so that it doesn't have those edgy lines at the end. So I just took the same brush, I didn't add any more eyeshadow, and just kind of buffed it out at the end and at the top. Again, as I mentioned, we're not going for anything fancy, so I am happy with that eyeshadow. I went in with mascara as well. You could put eyelashes. Eyelashes always takes a look to another level, but I went in with mascara here, just to kind of give, you know, my eyeshadow a little bit of pop. I just feel like mascara and eyelashes does that for you. And then I went in with the very same eyeshadow color at the bottom of my eye, just to, you know, give it a little bit more definition. This looks better once your whole look is complete, but for the purpose of this video, and because I didn't want to make this video long, we are just focusing on the eyes. You can totally skip this step if your lower lash line is very sensitive. This is not really necessary. And then I went in with a little bit of eyeshadow, which was light in color. I don't know if it was white or light pink, just to give a little bit of pop to my inner eye corner. And that's it, guys. That is an effortless way of creating a cut crease. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge. And thank you so much for tuning in to yet another eyeshadow tutorial.